Hey everyone! It's time for our first unit, the Hydrosphere. And this week we're talking about where's the water on our Earth. If you didn't know, H2O means water. Now, the Hydrosphere is every bit of water on the whole Earth. What's cool is that Earth is the only planet that has a hydrosphere because we're the only planet that has water that we know of so far. Now, if you think that water is only in rivers, then you are in denial. Haha, this is the Nile River in Egypt. Water is also in ice caps, oceans, and even in clouds, and in emojis. Now, this is showing you the distribution of all the water on Earth. This is super important because almost all of the water on Earth is in the oceans, 96.5%. That means that almost all of the water on Earth is too salty for us to drink or to use. Only 2.5% of the water on Earth is fresh, and most of that fresh water is in glaciers and ice, which means that we also can't use that. 30% of it is underground. That's what groundwater means, which means we also can't use that. Only about 1% is available to us in rivers, lakes, rain, ice, and snow. Now, you have definitely seen this picture before. This is the water cycle. We're going to talk about some of the steps of this cycle right now. So first of all, we have water here in a body of water. It's coming out in a process called evaporation, which happens when the sun heats up the water and causes it to move into the atmosphere. Here we have some clouds that we talked about last year in 7th grade. These, of course, would be your cumulus clouds because they're white and puffy. This is condensation. Which is when the water molecules are getting cooler, they're coming together, and they're moving into another state. Now, here's rain. This is precipitation, which could be in the form of rain, also snow, sleet, freezing rain. As the water is coming down the mountain, it would be doing something called runoff, which just means that it's going down a slope into a larger body of water. Underneath here, the water is moving through the soil. This is called percolation, which may be a new word for you. Of course, water can also move by melting and freezing into ice or into liquid water. So let's just refresh some important words that we've talked about so far. Hydrosphere is all the water that is found on Earth in any form. Condensation is when water is forming clouds in the sky or forming dewdrops. Evaporation is when water is moving out of a liquid state into a gas state. Runoff, when water moves off the land and into a larger body of water. Percolation, when water moves underground. And then also I want to tell you about the word salinity, which just means salty. And remember, we said that almost all the water on Earth has high salinity, which means that we can't drink it. Because if we drink salt water, we get really dehydrated and actually can die. Now, thanks for watching. I had a great time talking to you about some water. Remember to stay hydrated and love your water. Bye!
Made with Doodlecast Pro.